Okay, this video is going to be on Gen 5 or LT series motors on how to do a ghost cam or how to make a cam that you have sound bigger than it actually is. So in the past, when you would do this, you would go to Spark and you would look for overspeed and underspeed tables and change them. That's not how it works anymore. So this is going to be similar to a Hemi. Those of you who have watched my Hemi video should be pretty familiar with this already. So speed controls, everything about the 5th gen is controlled by torque or air, friction, mathematic formulas, things like that. So it's an all new ball game, and that's why we haven't put a lot of Gen 5 videos out there yet, is because we want to make sure that before we just make a video that we're not sharing any improper information. Now, with that being said, I do tune a lot of Gen 5 vehicles. I just don't want to share anything that hasn't been perfected yet, because I'd hate to make a mistake and then have someone else make a mistake because of me. Now, adaptive idle is where you're going to need to be. So, similar to the Hemis, okay, I would take this here and I would go, this would be like your underspeed, and then I believe this would be your overspeed, and I would do this. Now, when you start the car back up, if it's too aggressive, you can lower these numbers, change them, play with them however you want, okay? And if you want, you can change one table at a time and to see what it does rather than changing all these tables, because sometimes, even if this is perfected and this is how I do it and it works on a vehicle I do it on, doesn't mean it's going to work the same a vehicle you do it on. So keep that in mind, that these couple tables I change here, you might want to change them one by one and see how the vehicle reacts. Now, the integral, however you want to say it, you want to be similar to your tables. So the minimum, it doesn't even need to be 40 there. It can just be negative 35 here. You want this to match your other tables, and you want the other integral, whatever, max to match the other tables as well. Now, these tables are higher for a reason, so keep that in mind, that changing these integral tables could have side effects on other things. So, personally, I see no reason to not leave this one alone. Leave your integral max alone, okay? Now, this one here, I believe this one here was negative 40. So let's leave that at negative 40. Let's leave this at negative 35 and this one at negative 35. Okay? Now, the next thing is that you need to have RPMs to stay running. So this vehicle has already been modified to stay running. So I would choose 700 RPMs personally. Okay? You might want to check your other tables, park neutral start, things like that. Let's take a look here. There's no more idle airflow. That's completely gone. If the new lope that you've developed from this ghost cam or making your cam seem bigger is making the vehicle have issues running, you're going to need to come in here and mess with these. Now, my Gen 5 table that I have, my Gen 5 video, it's about a half hour long, but my Gen 5 video will explain this stuff a little bit more. Okay, one of the other things you're going to need to do is go up to Engine Diagnostics, go to Misfire, You want to check some of these. Okay, you're going to want to go in certain areas that you have the lope and you don't want it to say that it's misfiring, and you're going to need to basically block it out from saying that there's a misfire. You're going to go into, so we have it set at 700, so we're going to go up to the 800 table, and we're basically going to disable the engine's ability to read misfires at idle, because a lope, in theory, is a misfire. So you might, a lot of times in the past, I would have just made this number go all the way down, but there's a chance that you could actually have a misfire in this area here, so I would say go to 20% load, and if you're idling one day and you're starting to read a misfire, then start going up higher on that table. You can see this one's already maxed out, so this doesn't matter anyway. So that right there will get you the ghost cam, or to make your cam seem bigger than it is, by following this video and playing with a few tables that we showed you. If you need, my apologies, if you need to know what it sounds like, I posted a video a couple days ago doing the Gen 5 ghost cam, but it was more mild. And the vehicle only had headers was the only modification. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message me, and I'll hopefully respond with the best way I can. Thank you.